Hi everyone, my name is Lauren from West Beach Yoga and Nutrition. Thank you so much for joining me today for this 25-minute full body power flow. For this workout today, you will need a mat, a yoga mat, or any other type of mat or soft surface. And a set of weights is optional, anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. I'm using 5 pounds today. Not mandatory, but if you have them, set them aside. You never know, you might be feeling energetic when it's time to pick them up, and you can level up your workout. And so with all that to say, let's get started. We'll be starting in a cross-legged seated position today. So just find your comfortable cross-legged seated position. And then if you find that your spine is rounding, you can sit up on the edge of a cushion or a block if you have it. We won't be here for very long, so don't worry. Okay, so settling in, we're gonna take just a couple minutes to arrive in this space. So life is busy, it can be stressful, but for the next 25 minutes, this is your time. You showed up, you decided to work out with me, so let's make it count. Push out all that other stuff. Start to turn your awareness to your body, your breath, to what you're doing. Just start to pay attention. So just notice your breath as it comes in and out. Bringing your awareness to your breath is the simplest way to escape a stressful moment. It automatically pushes everything else out and you just focus on that. So keeping your awareness on your breath, we're just going to start to warm up your body a little bit here. Nice and gentle to start. Inhale, dropping the chin down to the chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. So just moving here at your own pace with your breath. Perhaps at this time you can set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's to be more present. Maybe it's to sweat. Maybe it's to let something go. That intention can be used as a tool if your mind wanders. Just bring it back to that. Bring it back to the reason why you showed up today. Awesome. Bringing the head to center. Let's just start to release the shoulders a little bit. So making circles with your shoulders. You can keep your eyes closed here, flutter them open, whatever feels good for you. Switching directions with those shoulder rolls. Awesome. Let's start to make big circles with the torso. So slowly starting to add a little more movement to more parts of the body. Switch direction. Very good. Awesome. And from here, you're just gonna roll forward onto hands and knees, finding your tabletop position. So hands coming under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Crown of the head reaching forward. We're gonna move into our cat-cow sequence. Inhale, lifting crown of the head and tailbone up towards the sky, letting the belly droop and kind of spreading your, I want to say a nice way to say this, but your butt cheeks apart. So you're gonna feel a nice opening in the lower back and hips there. Exhale, tucking chin and tailbone, rounding the spine, hugging that belly button in towards your spine for cat. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. An option here to tuck the toes and hover the knees for hovering cats. If you want to get right into it and start to work the core a little bit more, that's the way to do it. Dropping the knees, we'll inhale back to cow. Exhale, regular or hover cat. Let's take 2 more of these here. Awesome. When you're done those 2, just come back to tabletop. We're going to reset here. You're going to pull back from the hip creases and just sit your bum over your heels, reaching the arms forward. You can just bring your gaze down to your mat, feeling the spine lengthen here. On the inhale, I want you to move your body out and over your wrists and just let your hips drop towards the mat. So you're gonna feel a nice stretch in the whole front of the body here. Inhale, on the exhale, sit the hips back again. Really lengthening the spine here. Inhale to come forward, let the hips drop. Exhale, sit them back. Let's take 2 more of these. Maybe speed it up a little bit more. Moving with your breath. Awesome. And coming back to tabletop to reset. Okay, from here, stepping the right foot back and then the left, finding our first high plank of the day. Maybe you've done some high planks already. Hands coming under the shoulders, you're gonna push the mat away, feeling that upper body round. Clear your throat, feel your core tighten. Keep it that tight the whole time. Send the heels right back, engaging the thighs and the glutes. Awesome. This is your ultimate high plank posture right here. From here, inhale. On the exhale, send the hips up and back. Finding your first downward facing dog of the sequence. Maybe pedaling the feet a little bit here, bringing some movement. Again, I want you to think about sending the hips up and back. So you're creating almost like a diagonal shape with your spine to the ceiling. Maybe bring your gaze under your left armpit, so taking a little twist, switch it up, bring your gaze under the right armpit. Again, feeling a little twist in the spine. Awesome. Looking forward, just walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Finding your forward fold. And then slowly coming up to stand for the first time. Awesome. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, hands coming to shins or knees. Spine is nice and long, crown of the head reaching forward, sending the hips right back. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. Let's add on to that, coming into sun salutation A. Inhale the arms up, gazes up, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down to the mat, step right foot back and then left, finding high plank. Inhale, come forward on the tippy toes. Exhale, start to bend the elbows. Chaturanga down onto the belly. Always an option to drop down to the knees here. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Gaze looks forward. Walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet at heart center. Awesome. Let's take that one more time, sun salutation A. Inhale the arms up, maybe a little quicker this time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, hands come to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. We're warming up a bit now. Feeling your heart rate up a little bit. Breath is quickening. That's awesome. That's what we want. Okay, staying at the top of the mat, you're going to step your left foot back wide, about a leg's length. Right toes facing the short side of the mat. Right heel's in line with the arch of the back foot. Stretching those arms out. We're gonna reach forward with the right hand. Left hip goes back. Hinging from the hips, dropping that right hand down, reaching the left arm all the way up, maybe looking up at that left hand or looking forward. This is triangle pose. So you're gonna feel some oblique work here. That's awesome, that's what we want. Lots of breath. Inhale to come up, keeping the arms outstretched, sinking nice and deep into that right knee, widening your stance so you can get nice and low, and so knee stays over ankle. Warrior two. Gaze is over right fingertips. Flip your palms, sweep the right arm up and back, reverse warrior. Maybe wrapping that left hand for a breath. Windmill the arms, extended side angle, 3 options here. Lightly resting elbow to knee, extending both arms out like you're holding on to a big beach ball. Again, some oblique work. Or reaching right down, touching that mat. So you want to widen your stance a little here, sink nice and deep. Reach, 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 reach. Lots of breath. Awesome. Inhale to come up. Both arms come up. You're going to turn your toes. Keep your legs nice and wide. Turn your toes to face the corners of the mat. Option to grab your weights here if you're feeling it. So just place them right in front of you, like so. Toes pointing out to the corners. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands down in prayer, coming right down into goddess. If you want those weights, reach down and grab them now. Bringing them right in front of your face. Elbows come to 90. And we're not just going to hang out here. We're going to work those inner thighs and booty. Inhale, we're going to lengthen the legs. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Let's do 6 more of these. Lots of breath. And 4, 3, come down nice and low, 2, and 1. Awesome. Pausing here. If you have those weights, just gently drop them down. And we're going to lengthen the legs and then turn the toes in, sort of, just a little bit. You don't want to be pigeon-toed, but you want to be able to press into the outer edges of the feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. And we'll just pause at flat back here. We're going to stretch those inner thighs that we just worked. Maybe heel toe your feet a little bit wider as you breathe. And then fold forward, releasing the head and the neck. Coming into a nice wide-legged forward fold. Breathing into it here. From here, I want you to bring your left hand right under your face. Inhale. On the exhale, reach that right arm all the way up, taking a nice twist. Feeling a more intense stretch in the left inner thigh. Right hand replaces left. Inhale, exhale, twist. Reaching up with that left hand. That feels so good. We're not going to stay here much longer though. We have more work to do. Okay. We're going to slowly start to come up. So maybe heel toeing those feet a little bit wider. And we're slowly going to come up to stand. Let's take that triangle sequence on the other side, turning left toes to face the short side of the mat, widening that stance, stretching the arms out, reaching forward with that left hand, dropping the left hand down, reaching that right arm up, triangle pose. With triangle, I want you to imagine there's a pane of glass in front of you and behind you, and you're staying within that 2-dimensional space. So it's okay if you can't touch the mat. I don't want you to reach down and come out of that 2-dimensional space. Inhale to come up, sinking nice and deep into that left leg, widening your stance, warrior 2. Nice and strong here. Sending energy to your legs and your arms. This is that mind-body connection. You get out of it what you put into it. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Staying nice and low in that knee. Maybe binding for a breath. Windmill the arms, extended side angle, remembering your options. Maybe reaching both arms out, maybe reaching that left hand down. Or you can rest the elbow on the knee. Lots of breath. Inhale to come up, and keeping that stance wide again, we're just gonna heel toe the feet together, stepping up to the top of the mat. We're gonna need our weights again for this next sequence, so have them close by. Take a little sip of water if you need. I'm gonna adjust my mat, which is sliding. Awesome, inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. From here, grabbing onto those weights, And I want you to bring your feet nice and close together. You can also bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. And slowly start to bend those knees. Sitting the hips back. Weight is in the heels, sweeping the arms up. Chair pose. So from here, you can reach those weights up if you'd like. If that feels too intense, just keep them at 90 degrees right in front of your face. We're gonna start to pulse here. I want you to go nice and low in those squats. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, staying low. Step the right leg back. Inhale the arms up, coming to your crescent lunge. From here, dropping the arms down along your sides, flip your palms out. We're just gonna start to take some bicep curls here. Yes. Working those arms for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Dropping those weights down to frame the foot. Coming into a runner's lunge here for a breath. Feeling a nice stretch in that right hip flexor. We're not here for long. Stepping the left foot back to meet the right. Finding high plank. From here, you're gonna shift your weight into your right hand, and we're gonna row that left arm up. So you wanna keep your elbow nice and close, tucked into the side body. Drop your heels to the right, reach that left arm up, so coming into a side plank. Row and reach. Place that weight back down, finding high plank. We're gonna take 5 more of these. Row and reach. Awesome, keeping those hips right down. Keep going, row and reach. You don't wanna pike your hips up like a downward dog. Not in this pose anyway. I think we have 3 more. 3. Lots of breath here. 2. This is good for back, core, and 1. Awesome. Okay, setting those weights aside, grounding your hands into the mat. Let's take a flow. Inhale to come forward onto the tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. Remembering your intention. Don't let that mind wander. Stay with yourself, what you're doing. Looking forward, bend the knees a lot. Hopping yourself up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Grabbing onto those weights again. Feet are nice and close. Start to bend the knees, sit the hips back, chair pose. Sink nice and low, maybe a little lower this time. You can do it, push yourself. I think you'll surprise yourself. Let's pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that right knee bent this time. Step the left leg back, crescent lunge. Dropping those arms down, we're gonna move into some shoulder flies. So it depends on the weights that you're carrying. I'm okay keeping my arms quite straight with 5. If that feels like too much, you can always bring your arms to 90 and fly like this. Let's take 6 of these here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hands come down to frame the foot. Stretching and reaching that back heel back. Take a nice runner's lunge stretch here. Not here for long. Stepping the right leg back to meet the left. Finding our high plank. Let's row and reach on the other side. So right arm this time. Row, heels drop left, and reach. And make sure your gaze follows that weight. Awesome. 4, 3, 2, keeping the hips nice and low, and 1. Awesome. Weights move aside, grounding the hands. Let's take our flow. Inhale, chaturanga. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet here. Awesome work. Slowing the breath. We're going to drop the knees down to the mat. Bring them a little bit wide to the outer edges of the mat. Toes come together. Sit the hips back. Pulling back with the hip creases. Reaching the arms forward. Dropping that forehead down. Coming into your child's pose. Just be with your breath here, with your intention. Notice your body, maybe how it feels different from when you first started. Awesome. We're going to take a little back bend here. So I want you to come down onto your belly. Arms down along your sides. Just rest your chin on the mat. Legs are straight. We're going to move into locust pose, which is a prep pose for bow pose, which is coming next. So on the inhale, I want you to lift your head, chest, shoulders, arms, and legs. Lift everything off of the mat. Keeping your chin tucked, so neck in line with the spine. Your whole back body's turned on here. Glutes are tight. Reaching back with the hands, reaching back with the feet. Lots of breath. And relax. You can take locust again or bows in your practice. Bend your right leg, grab onto the top of that right foot. Bend your left foot. Left leg, grab onto the top of the left foot. Neck is in line with the spine. And I just want you to start to slowly press your feet into your hands and feel yourself naturally lift up, like so. Shoulders are lifting. And just keep pressing those feet into the hands. Lots of breath. Letting your breath guide your movement. One more full breath cycle here. And relax. Awesome. Hands come into the shoulders. Let's press up and sit the hips back. Taking child's pose one more time. Stretch it out. Awesome. Sit the hips over to one side. We're just going to swing the feet around. So you're going to come down onto your back. Move those weights aside. Maybe slowly come down. A little extra core work. One vertebra at a time. Awesome. And just hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe roll from side to side, feeling a little massage here. Awesome. Release the arms out to the sides in a T shape. Feet can come down onto the mat, keeping the knees bent. Bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Inhale. On the exhale, drop the knees to the right, taking a lying twist. And you can turn your gaze to the left if that feels okay for your neck. And just kind of reposition your legs wherever feels comfortable. That can be different for everybody. So you can stack them, you can cross them, whatever feels good. Inhale the knees to center. Exhale, drop them left. Gaze turns to the right. Inhale the knees to center. We're already lying on our back, so bring your arms down along your sides, lengthen out the legs. And we'll just take a bit of time here in our Shavasana. If you have blocks, you can place them under your knees. That feels okay. And keep practicing that idea of pushing it all out. Don't let your mind wander to the rest of the day or something that's bothering you. Keep it focused on the breath. always, you are welcome to stay longer in your Shavasana if that's what you need. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. If you liked this exercise, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube. And if you don't want to miss any new flows, just subscribe to my YouTube channel and it'll inform you right away when I posted something new. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.